Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So back in January, with some new goals in mind, I purchased a large container to store the paints that I use and to serve as a palette. A goal for me this year is to find a color range that I enjoy that can match the aesthetic of a new body of work. I think it's about time to get away from using every color under the sun in every piece that I make, at least for now. I currently use student-grade Grumbacher Academy watercolor paints. I've been using this brand while experimenting with others here and there since they were suggested to me during my water media course while attending university many years ago. I've always enjoyed the price point being about $2.99 US dollars per tube, and maybe a little bit more or less depending on where you buy them. With paints like these that come in a tube and not in a cake, a little bit can go a long way, especially in regards to saturation of color when the paint is wet. So I would suggest the Grumbacher paints to anybody looking for a quality supply on a budget. And this isn't an ad, I'm not being sponsored, but anybody who's been crafting or working in this field knows that supplies aren't cheap and costs add up. So wherever you can save, it will help you in the long run. So with that said, it brings us to the topic of this video. So now that I've been working in this medium for a while and been making some steps towards improving my craft and building a business out of it, I've been wanting to improve the overall quality of the materials that I use. When I sell something, I want to know that I sell something of quality that's going to last. I want to know that as time goes on how to build on this and to understand what makes something professional and archival. So this is my long-winded way of saying that I've been looking into a different line of paints. Something of a more professional grade. I've purchased single tubes of different brands here and there, but it's hard to gauge single swabs and make proper comparison. And on top of that, the approach can get expensive over time, especially if you're unsatisfied with the color you've purchased. And because it clearly doesn't match the advertised color and dries to the page in a different hue, you can imagine that this gets frustrating and more expensive with time. So shortly after purchasing the palette with this in mind, and at the time of searching through my suggested YouTubers, I found someone who made a video on exactly what I was looking for. So this is when I found Chrissy from a channel Tiramisu. She kind of had a fun idea of making a video displaying the dot cards and then making a painting from it afterwards. She raised the valid point that there's so much paint on some of these dots that it would almost be a waste not to use the paint. So by seeing your video, I was really excited and inspired that there was a product out there that would allow you to try their entire line and get a sense of what you're working with. Before seeing this, I hadn't known that these dot cards were even a thing. It's an efficient way to try a line of paint products and narrow down the best hues and the qualities of the paint that suit your needs without spending money blindly on tubes that you may not use. So full credit goes to Chrissy for this video. Thank you so much for your response and allowing me to share this. And to anyone watching, be sure to check her video out and her channel by clicking the link in the description below. And until next time, everyone, I hope you take care and have a good one. Thank you for watching.